16 months in the making with Matt and myself to take care of this. And Jen, we really appreciate your help already, but your future help as well. And we're going to be counting on you to really help put us over the top and, help us bring some awareness to some of these veteran business owners. We're really excited about the project.
It sounds amazing, and this is the exact type of support that veteran business owners need, and the ability for you all to engage the community and being able to hear about experiences and to share best practices around owning and operating a business will be invaluable.
That's great, Jen. Well, Jenny, I want to thank you very much for taking the time to call in tonight. This is just the beginning. We want to have you back on in a couple of months as we gauge our progress and grow to the next level. But we're going to be counting on you as one of our partners. So we look forward to working with you, and maybe we can trick you into coming out here to appear live on the show sometime.
I'd love to do that. That sounds like an awesome opportunity. The last thing I would just love to plug is that next week during National Veteran Small Business Week, we do have multiple events.
Okay.
So there are Boots to Business trainings that are going to be happening free of charge virtually on Monday, October 30th and Tuesday, October 31st. There is also, in partnership with the Commonwealth Supplier Diversity Office, there will be a virtual roundtable on Tuesday, October 31st from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And there's going to be veteran business owners as well as folks from the Supplier Diversity Office that are going to talk about the benefits of becoming a certified veteran-owned business and being able to engage in government contracting. And then finally, we have the Military Spouse Pathway to Business that is hosted by the Massachusetts District Office. That's going to occur on Friday, November 3rd from 8 to 3:30, and that is virtual and free of charge as well. So if folks are interested in attending any of those, please feel free to reach out to us, and we're more than happy to give information and to provide the links to participate.
And all this is on VBOC.NewEngland.org, Jen?
We do have information, yes, about National Veteran Small Business Week.
Perfect. Well, once again, Jen, we thank you very much. Welcome to the Veterans Voice Network. Now you're part of our inner circle, dear, so welcome, and we apologize in advance for whatever Wolfie might say. He's off in the corner. He's eating some crayons, I think, right now.
He's out of the penalty box, so anyways.
Yes.
They'll put me back in the all I know is if I went to say VBOC, they'd put me in the penalty box for it.
No question.
I'd get 2 minutes for saying that.
No question.
Do you have a phone number that they can be reached, or just stick with the email?
I sure do. Let me give you the phone number. It is 844-404-2171.
One more time on that, Jen.
844-404-2171.
And they can call us here at the radio station and call me direct 781-985-1551. Give Wolfie a call. You get in touch with us, and we'll find a way of hooking you all up. So, Jen, thank you very much for all of this, and we look forward to working with you. And I might just have to. Now, you said you were out west in part of the state. How far out west?
I'm in Belchertown.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I go out to Sterling on a regular basis, so we're in the neighborhood. Not a problem.
Yeah, no, it's we're not too far out here in the western part of Massachusetts.
No, it's a beautiful country out there, out on Route 2. So we'll set a date, and I'll come out and so we can further the discussions about how we can complete this project together.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Great, Jen. Thanks again, and you have a great night, and we'll talk again soon.
Okay, take care.
All righty, thanks.
Nancy Ross is listening to us. She's in Florida, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she just criticized me.
Uh-oh.
No, she's happy with Thugarella and the Coast Guard, but she still loves us.
Oh, okay.
So we love you, Nance.
Oh, okay, okay. But one of the things that this is about, this whole project is about, is that we've been lucky enough to be contacted by Cheryl Poppy. Cheryl Poppy is the past Secretary of Veterans Affairs here in Massachusetts, and I want to read you a quick email. It says, "Good morning. In recognition of the National Veteran Small Business Week, the New England Veteran Business Outreach Center is hosting a virtual roundtable to discuss certification with the Massachusetts Supplier Diversity Office." Why is that important? It's important because they have set-asides that are set aside for veteran business owners. But you have to be listed and fill out the paperwork. It's not impossible. And the benefits of filling this out means you qualify and can qualify for all these supplier diversity offices, because they're going to hear from veterans who have achieved success through certification. You can build your whole business just on learning what products need to be out there so you can get the correct certification. So we're going to, it's offered next Tuesday, October 31, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., and at the Mass Supplier Diversity Office. Boy, there's about 8,000 words to this. If I ever got this, how am I gonna send this out there?
They can go to VBOC and pick it up too. It should be
Go to
listed.
VBOC.
There you go.
VBOC is hosting it. Thank you
That's
very
right.
much for my brain shortcoming. Wolfie, why you're the
I'm still
half
trying to
of this?
get. I'm still trying to get Colonel Rollins' phone. out.
He's two breaks away.
I hope this is going on our website, Greg.
It is.
Give it some
It
time.
is. But at this point in time, George is going to take us away. So we break for these messages and come back to talk more with Matt and our dear friends from the Gold Star Wives. Take it away, George. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome. Boy, that was interesting talking to Jenny. Matt, what do you think of this this band of companies that we've got put together here?
Well, you know, I've been doing the column for, I have about 25 of them done, but you know, the more the merrier. I mean, the response has been great. People are very excited. They're just I already have a backup of getting them scheduled. So it's been I did the second one today.
Wow.
We're going to officially launch on Veterans Day, right?
Yeah.
As is
Well,
appropriate.
on Veterans Week.
Veterans Week. Okay, Veterans Day week.
I think
You're the captain of the ship, so
Yeah.
but I figured that would be a good time to do it because it'll be right after Small Business Business Week.
Let me get my eye blotter out. Oh, yes, we'll have, because we have a couple of crazies coming in that night.
I see.
On the 9th. Not that we're not crazy, but it's Crazy Wally Musto night.
Okay.
And Wally's been my dear paisan friend with the government, with the VA for many years.
Mm-hmm.
He's retiring, but he's bringing in his new Wally.
I see.
So we gotta have some. We have plenty of time to bring light to what we're doing, and because we're gonna have some shortcomings. I'm sure it's gonna not work perfectly the first couple of months, but we're gonna plan to have one in November and one in December.
And I mean, I'll get them out as soon as I can. There's so many worthy people to talk to, so it's really just been the scheduling has been the issue.
Well, and I think it's going to lead to a lot of advancement for these veteran business owners.
That's the goal.
Because, to be honest, one of the things we had the secretary, the new executive secretary of Veterans Affairs on, and we shook hands on the radio. That's great. you know that was
Like Edgar Bergen.
yeah, we did. We had it over the radio, but he kind of agreed that marketing is not the veteran's strength.
Well, the first person I interviewed is Abe Kmark, who has a company called True Made Foods, and he makes condiments, but without sugar. He sweetens them with other vegetables because he said his kids, as most kids are ketchup nuts,
Yeah.
and that's all they ate, and he didn't like all the sugar, so he put in like sweet potatoes and bell peppers and things like that to give it the sweetness. Now, it's a great idea. Like I said, veteran idea or not veteran idea, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a company that we've all heard of that owns a football team in Pittsburgh that will not be named came in with basically the same idea
Yeah.
and millions of dollars of advertising, and so
Like Wolfie's, no good idea goes
Unpunished.
Unpunished,
yeah.
you know?
So that's kind of why I do what I do. Is I really want to champion the small people who have the great ideas and hopefully get them some market share before the big boys figure out they're there.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Isn't that a shame, huh?
Well, he has other great stuff, so he's pivoted nicely, but it is kind of crummy when. I grew up in a family retail business, and when Mr. Walton came riding in from Arkansas, that was the end of that. So, that's kind of how I got started doing the food stuff on the radio. It's just I don't work with any chains. I do all independents.
And what do you do in what do you do in the radio?
I promote small food companies.
Okay.
A lot of them are. I was making brownies in my basement. I gave them to friends for Christmas, and everyone loved them. And now I'm at a farmer's market, and now I'm in one Whole Foods, two Whole Foods.
Now we're at a Veterans Food drive-through.
Right. Yeah.
Wolfie, what do you think?
Yeah. Well, a lot of them. That's how they started, though. A lot of them were food, and a lot of them in coffee. There are like 20 different veteran-owned coffee companies.
Really?
Yeah, including people who literally pick it, grind it, front to back.
All the way through.
Yeah, I don't see how they do it, but that's
in this area?
That's military dedication for you.
Are they in this area? Or?
Some are, but I've through my contacts, I've met veterans all over the world who've gone to different countries to make their business.
Well, and that's the benefit of communications and what we're doing, and working with the REITs across America and getting their national network in back of us is really terrific. And I just got a quick message from my good friend Cheryl, and Cheryl reminded everybody that it's on the VBOC website and it's via Zoom. And if you have any questions, just call just look up the VBOC people, look up that address, VBOC, NewEngland.org, and get all the answers. But this is, we can't impress how important it is for you to sign as a veteran-owned business. There's so many benefits that Cheryl is now going to be outlining in her role and working with me more to make sure that everybody knows that there are companies like your buddy's company. Even though he lost the big fish, well, maybe there's some other smaller fish he can
Well, and
sell
also
to.
his military training, he knew how to make the best of the situation, and he went into barbecue sauces, and then he went into hot sauces, and he partnered with another veteran who's an award-winning pit master. So he's using his skills to keep swimming, and that's that's why we need to support him.
Wow, that's a great story. I didn't know that he was up and down.
Like any business, but I think that the thing that really is the true story of all these people that I've met is just how their special training, which is greatly underappreciated in today's market and today's world, it really can make the difference.
And he had a pretty large customer in Boston, did he not?
He was with a certain baseball team who unfortunately dropped him.
Oh.
But he's at Nationals Park, so if you're in our nation's capital and you go see the Nationals, you can get it. It's great stuff. I mean, he's got to talk more about it in a few weeks, but it's
sure.
True Made Foods. Please look for it. I am a condiment nut, and I put their hot sauce on everything but my Cheerios.
Okay, all right. Well, we accept free samples here.
I'll hook you up next time I come in.
Yeah, for sure.
But actually, we actually do a lot with food. It's just the Veteran Voice Network ended up by accident. We didn't certainly start out to do it. We have a couple of car shows. We have an expo where there's hundreds and hundreds of people, literally hundreds of people, and we have a food drive-through. So if your crew and people listening want to get involved, we actually have a market that would be a good test market or a good way to get the name out. I mean, it's literally the totals and thousands of people that
we have
actually
100 vehicles drive through the second Thursday of every month, and we've given away we give away 6,000 pounds of food in an hour and a half.
Okay. All right.
And
I'll let 'em know.
and
Yeah.
so if there are any of those customers and accounts that you might know that want to get their name out,
We're doing Thanksgiving. The Veteran Voice crew is out of Daddy's in Hull. We do 800 meals on Thanksgiving. We deliver 700 of the meals, and 100 eat in. So if people want to get a little bit of exposure, if it's not expensive, it could be one brownie or one thing. It doesn't have to be. And
but we're looking for 100 squashes
Yeah.
to give away on what is it, the 9th of November, I think
9th,
is the next drive-through. We're looking for 100 of anything that we can distribute, because we have a whole team of volunteers that are the greatest volunteers that anybody has. Two of them are sitting in back of us here.
Thank you, ladies.
Donna and her friend Donna. But we'd take those 100 squashes and put one in each bag. Wolfie's sister has it all down. And these volunteers, everybody knows what to do. And sure enough, the cars show up, and we ask how many they're feeding, and we fill their automobiles up with food. And we started it, Matt, when the pandemic hit.
Right.
And so we were COVID friendly. No touching, no hugging, no whatever. And it worked out really well. And we thought, well, we'll do this for a few months until it wears off. But
The need is always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
more than ever.
I met my wife at the Greater Boston Food Bank.
Did you really?
Yeah, so
Is she still there? We need some connections.
No, I mean, no, we were both volunteering for different groups.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
See, we
Packing the stuff.
and no matter who we
I'm
talk
not
to,
bashful. I'm
we're-
not bashful.
no,
You know what our motto is? We have two mottos. We don't know anything, but we know everybody. Seek and annoy.
Yeah.
eventually we'll wear you down.
All right. Well, here I am after 16 months. I guess it worked.
So we're really looking for some donations out there, folks. We got the event coming up on the 9th. So all of you, hey, any farmers out there, can you spare 100 squashes? Hey,
Pumpkins.
can you give us? How about some pumpkins that folks could decorate their table with? Maybe make a pumpkin pie. How about some cranberry growers? Do you have a few 100,000 cranberries that we could put in bags and distribute to our folks? How about orchards? Have you got any extra apples
now's
out
a good
there?
time for all the extra apples. We'll throw a couple in the Thanksgiving meals and the
It's
drive-thrus.
Thanksgiving week, folks.
Yeah.
And we never ask for, Wolfie and I don't ask for ourselves, but we ask constantly now to help us fill these bags up with food, because it's going to people that really need them. We do it free of charge with no identification, no pre-registration, no ifs, ands, or buts. Come in, laugh, tell us a joke, and we'll get you on your way. It's really a fulfilling project that Wolfie and I, this is going to be our 35th month, I think,
That's 3 years.
of doing this, almost 3 years. And
And we have flags. Everyone's going to get a flag that actually flew over and honor the grave of a veteran. And the Hull kids, the whole school systems make thank you notes that we give out. And it's great. The kindergarten kids draw a little picture. There's no Marines there, so they use crayons.
Stop.
and folks, how about if we let you market your company to this drive-through?
Yeah, absolutely.
You give us 100 of what you got. Have you got 100 cupcakes? Have you got 100 brownies?
With a big card on it, a big thing that says what
What
it is.
can you give us 100 of to promote your company? And believe us, when you see the smiles of the faces that go through, it might be the nicest donation. And we're a charity. We're a 501c3. I can give you a tax credit. Anybody that donates over $250, I can offer you a tax credit through our 501c3. So, this is something that Wolfie and I have just chugged along, and we've already come up with next year's schedule.
Yeah, it's already out.
It's already out.
It's already
So,
out for next year, and not only is it just the visibility of the people who drive through, but the goon squad at any given time, there's at least 50 people there. So there's probably a couple hundred people. Thanksgiving is 240 people, so it's not just reaching out to the people we give it to, it's reaching out to the Veteran Voice Network, which is really gigantic.
And we
It
need to
really
reach
is.
out to our advertisers right now, George. So why don't you take us away, kid, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter of tonight's show. And saving the best for last, we have Donna and Donna singing "Oh My Donna." See, Georgie, take it away, kid. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back, everybody. Greg Brasso, your host of Veterans Voice Radio here, as we're introducing our Veteran Business Owners Showcase program that we're kicking off tonight with a special celebration on November 9th as we honor Veterans Day. Just a couple of days before Veterans Day, Matt and I have been working on something for 16 months. We didn't really know what it was going to be or how it was going to be. We had some, well, what do you think? Nah, well, what do you think? Nope. But I don't know, Matt. I think we got a rough outline in the number two.
We're on to something, but you have more important guests right now.
Well, and this is a return engagement of someone that's been very, very important to the show here over the years since we met you on that delightful train ride in the freezing cold with no coffee. That was a thrill. But welcome to the Gold Star Wives, Donna and Donna. Thanks for coming in tonight.
Well, thank you for having us.
Of course. And what are you up to these days, girls? What's going on?
Well, first I'd like to give a shout out to Sarah Lanzi, the VSO in Duxbury.
Sure.
Wolfie's been having problems getting food, as most food drives are.
Sure.
And we had the honor of going to the VSO training this week.
Oh, sure.
And she spearheaded a Get Sauced, where every VSO brought a jar of spaghetti sauce that's Wolfie's going to pick up Monday.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I
Wow.
want to give a shout out to Sarah.
Wow. Amazing. That is absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. You know, but and we got to find out, we got to get back to you,
Right.
but I promised someone that with all of the scary stories that we come up with here and all the tales of bravery on with landing craft operators and all that, we have to go to this quick veteran story. George, why don't you set it up and we'll come back to the Gold Star ladies right after this.
My name is Chris Magna. I retired as an E7, which is a Master Sergeant in the Air Force. When I was deployed to southern Iraq in 2004, I was detailed for the outer security as I drove the vehicle in. And as the helicopter came in and raided the house for the bad guys, I heard a noise in the courtyard out back. When that happened, I belly crawled to the courtyard out back, which was cordoned off with a stone fence that was topped with broken glass. I crawled out there, and as I went out, as soon as I got to the back, which all of my compadres were inside handcuffing the bad guys, I rose and I brought my weapon up. And as soon as I brought my weapon up, immediately I was confronted by a giant black cow who immediately mooed. And if you've never been over there, you don't understand. It was like, moo jihad! And I took 4 steps back and I fell in the stream. And then my boss came out and asked why I was making so much noise because I had fallen in the stream. And I was too embarrassed to tell him that a cow had scared me and I fell in the stream. So I crawled back to my vehicle and just stood there until everybody was ready to leave.
Oh, you know, out of all the horrible stories that we hear, fortunately, Chris survived his encounter with the cow. Justin, you didn't have any cows underwater, did you? Did you encounter
big whales?
big whales? Water cows. I understand. Sorry, ladies, I had to get that in.
that's okay.
We've been promising him, and I love that story because we talk about such serious things here in the show sometimes. But so, what are you ladies gonna be doing now? Thank you, Sarah, by the way, for doing that. I'm going to have to stop by and say hello to her sometime.
Yeah.
We ought to have her on the show.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
She'd
We'd
be
love to
great.
have her on the
She'd
show.
Be great.
Yep, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So what are you girls doing now?
Well, the Gold Star Wives, we started this last year. We're with the New England Home and Shelter in Boston. We help them transition homeless veterans into homes. We bring in laundry baskets that either are full of kitchen supplies, bathroom supplies, or cleaning supplies. So when the veteran is transitioning from homelessness into homes, they get the baskets
Nice.
to help them out.
Nice.
We need help with getting pots and pans, cutlery.
So
Everything.
so y'all looking to fill these baskets.
Yes.
And
yes.
so you need the items to fill the baskets.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And how many baskets are you looking to do?
We did 50 last year. I'm hoping to do 75 this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And who should be donating to you?
Anybody who can pick up paper towels, anybody who can pick up napkins, toilet paper, anything at all, from buying the big items to the small.
So almost anything that
Yes.
would be useful
In a
for
home.
someone starting a new life.
Right, exactly.
And how important is that, do you think,
Yep.
for that veteran to get that, I don't
Yeah.
I don't have the funds to get started and to buy all
Right.
these extras. I mean, it's got to be a couple of $100 for each of these baskets.
It is, and if someone doesn't want to buy anything, we will take gift cards and we will purchase the items ourselves.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And stuff. And Wolfie has volunteered to drive that day to come with
Voluntold.
to drive us in to fill his truck and his trailer.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's going to drive it in to help us out.
And
and
where
help us.
and how should people contact you?
Well, I thought they could drop things off at the station,
Okay,
if that's okay with you.
it's
And
okay with me. I
yeah,
don't
we'll
know
pick
if
it
Ed
up.
Perry will.
No,
notice,
the
but-
lobby. We take over the lobby for the holidays.
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with
No,
that.
and I'll
That's great
stop
with
by
it.
periodically.
And especially with
pick it
gift
up.
cards,
Right.
folks, and gift cards really allow the ladies to purchase what they haven't got.
Right.
Same thing in Wolfie in my drive-through. Gift cards are really important because we can then purchase the things that aren't there.
Right.
But how should they get in touch with you? Just bring everything here.
Just bring everything here.
Wolfie and I will sort through the problems and make sure we get everything done. Maddie, I want to thank you so much for
So glad to do this. Thank you.
for all your patience in dealing with me.
It's too important to give up on.
Well, thanks. I really appreciate it, and I think this is going to work out. Justin, thanks for coming in tonight. Thanks for being back home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice to be home. Nice
Yep.
to be home.
Yep, for sure. And ladies, thank you very much
Thank you.
for
Thank
being
you.
who you are. And George, thanks so much for keeping us on track. You did a great job up there.
988 if you can get it in.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks.
Really?
Above all, during this time, 988. If you're feeling a little bit down, you want to talk to somebody. 988 at the prompt press 1. There's trained individuals that are just waiting to talk to you.
We had a call called us. Said calling you guys are calling 988 and called us and we're good.
And that's it.
That's it. We're good.
Take care, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week on the Veterans Voice. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Greg.